it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it. Self-made, I'm talking greatness. You either love it or you hate this. And it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it. Self-made, I'm talking greatness. You either love it or you hate this. And it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it.
What's good? What's good? What's good? You know what it is. Episode 2 of Graveyard Shift. You with us, Nite?
I'm with you.
Oh, I thought you were sitting there. You looked a little lost again. What's he said, nah.
I'm here, man.
Nah, he said, I'm good. What's good? What's good with everybody tonight? Probably ain't nobody here yet, but you will be here, so you're gonna see that part anyway. You want to tell them what we? Right. You want to tell them what we doing tonight? What the subjects are and all that fun shit, or you want me to tell them?
All right. Talking about teamwork.
Teamwork. That's a good one.
Start off with.
That's a good one.
Image over skill. You know, in the music industry, you know, that seems to be a jumping thing right now.
Yes.
And cancel culture.
Oh man, that one's gonna go all the way down the rabbit hole when we do that one. I know that for sure. But either way, definitely be a dope show. So we got teamwork, we got image over skill, and we got cancel culture is what more or less of the night. I still see my background. Do I see my background? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see your background. Yeah. It's there.
Well, I can't get to the settings, so fuck it. This is how we rock it. So what's good with everybody tonight? Remember, comment. Remember, we get our subject matters off of y'all. So if you guys want to talk about something or see us talk about something on one of the future episodes, either get in our inbox or write something. So you say teamwork. Now, what
teamwork?
So what do you mean by you want to talk about teamwork? Like teamwork as in the music game, or just teamwork in anything you do in general in life?
Teamwork we do in anything general in life. Okay. You know, but you know, with us it applies to the music, it applies to, you know, a few other things, but mostly, you know, what we go through on a daily basis and how people want to see you fail.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
So,
like there's a lot of dream killers out there.
So we're in agreement then that you
get what
you need a team. That's how I'm taking it. Like you gotta have a team.
Most definitely.
Or you're not gonna succeed.
Most definitely.
Like you're not gonna do it all by yourself.
We always need help. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like,
I mean, you need help as a person, you know, at some point in your life. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
You might as well have a team riding with you, you know, while you're doing that.
But not everybody's gonna admit to that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but not everybody's gonna admit to that.
Okay, they're not going to admit to it, but you know, I mean, you either love it or hate it. You know what I mean? Like, shit. And even if you hate it, sometimes, you know, you still got to ride with that person. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
because that's how you do.
I mean, I agree with you fully. I don't think nobody's gonna. How do I put this? I don't think nobody's gonna make it anywhere without support. Like you gotta have a backing, and I consider that a team too. Like you gotta have a backing, you gotta have support, because if you ain't got nobody rooting for you or nobody in your corner, you ain't doing shit. And if you are trying to make big moves and you're doing it all by yourself, you're just going to end up overwhelmed and putting like 10% over here to do this and 10% to do that, 10% to do that, when you could be knocking down things one at a time. You know what I'm saying? 100% into this, get it done, then move on to the next thing. Or you have a team and you got multiple people, you know, attacking multiple things at once. But you can't explain that to everybody. I mean, there's a few groups of people out here, you know, that's getting it like that and among things, but yeah, no, it don't it don't work like that because you get people to get egos and things of
No.
that nature. So, but I definitely agree with you. You do need
Yeah,
it.
but I mean, most people want to see you fail though. You know, and that's the problem with that. Most people want to see you fail. Most people are dream killers.
And I
You know, they don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see your team get on. They don't want to see, you know, success. You know what I mean?
and I
For
never,
you.
yeah, and I don't get that. I never understood that. It's like a new thing, like it's jealousy or something like that, or nobody
That
wants.
ain't a new thing, man. That's been
Well,
going on
what I'm
forever.
saying, like teamwork wise,
You know what I
though,
mean?
teamwork wise, it's a real, it's a new thing because people used to like work together back in the day. Now, when you get a group of people, everybody will work together until somebody gets more popular than the next or something like that, and then next thing you know, they start hating, as you would call
Right.
it. Like they start, it's like some weird fucking jealousy. They want to see people fail or they want to be above that person. They don't want to be equal with that person or vice versa.
Right.
Like
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Like that seems counterproductive to me.
it does. And I don't
You know,
understand it.
that seems very counterproductive to me. And you know, I don't understand that either.
Like,
You know, like that shit's wild.
yeah, no. I mean, it's hard for me to fathom or imagine because I've never thought that way. Like, it's hard for me to think that way. Like, I don't know. So maybe it's kind of hard for me to imagine that because I've never thought that way. Remember, like,
Well, yeah,
share,
I mean that
subscribe. But go ahead.
I mean it's hard for me to think that way too. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand, you know, like if somebody didn't, you know, reach out to me and be like, you know, I have a dream. You know, like I wanna do music, you know what I mean? I wanna be able to write music or whatever. If somebody didn't step in and say, hey, here you go. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to, you know, put this together.
You
You
probably
know,
wouldn't have got over
if I
it.
didn't have I mean, I would have found out eventually, but I mean, that person, you know, stepping out the woodworks, you know, out of nowhere, you know, was like, here, I'm gonna show you how to do it. You know, I'm gonna give you
Took
the
the
info.
yeah, it took the
You know what I mean?
time
Like,
to actually sit there and teach you stuff and things of that nature.
right, yeah. Like I wouldn't be where I'm at now if somebody didn't do that for me. I mean, and that's a rare thing, you know, for somebody to step out the woodworks, you know, don't know you from heads or tails and give you an opportunity to do something.
Yeah, no,
You know what I
you
mean?
don't see much of that no more. But yeah, no, the motivation and teamwork and backing, like I said, it can make or break a person. Some people,
Right.
you know, like I've seen a lot of people like try to do things music, try to do things that weren't musically involved, you know, whatever it may be. And just because they fucked up and like somebody made fun of them or somebody said they did it wrong and you know might have talked to them in a negative way or whoop de whoop, they'll just quit doing what they was doing even though they was talented at it just because of what other people thought or how they were treated or they didn't get a backing.
You know, all right, this is you know, this is a critical thing. All right. We gotta stop being dream killers.
Well, yeah, that's
We have
basically
to.
what I just
Look,
said.
look. All right. Yeah, I know. But you know, all right, as a parent, you know, I have told my kids, hey, you could be anything you want. All you gotta do is, you know, work hard and blah blah blah. You've heard the speech, right?
Right,
You know, you can do it. You know what I mean?
right.
Then they get a certain age, and you're like, nah, you can't do that. You know, it's not possible. You know, get that out your head right now. You know, and
It's like brainwashing.
parents are, yeah, parents are mad dream killers.
Yeah,
You know, and me as a parent, you know, I've experienced it, you know, as a child, and I've experienced it as a parent. You know what I mean? Like, we got to stop doing that. We have to. Look, there's people out there that had genius ideas and somebody said, nope, that's not going to work. You can't do that.
And it would have probably worked for
And
them.
it discouraged them.
Right.
Yeah, it discouraged them. And, you know, we don't have that genius idea now. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
How many good, brilliant ideas, you know, are we missing out on because somebody killed somebody's tree?
Right. See, it's weird.
You feel what I'm saying?
I never did it as a parent, but I have experienced it as a child. And as a child, you look at your parent like they know everything in the world. Like that's the person you trust with all the knowledge. You know, if they tell you something 9 times out of 10, you believe it. It's like drilled in you.
Right. Yeah.
But me as a parent, like maybe it's because I went through that, like I never did that. Like I've always told my kids, like, you know, you can be this, you can be that. Like my daughters, I'm always like, you're the most beautifulest girl in the world. You know what I'm saying? I even tell them, don't let nobody tell you any different. So, you know, I mean, but yeah, I get what you're saying. We need more motivation and less,
more motivation, more positivity, more, you know, whatever. But, you know, we got to stop, you know, telling our kids and telling, you know, other people, you can't do something.
Yeah, because
you know, I mean,
I agree. Anybody can do anything if they put their mind to it. But like I said, you do need that mental support. You know, you do need that backing. You do need that, you know, people being like, you know, you know, good job, pat on the back, you know, all that shit. It's definitely a booster and it definitely helps out. But like what you're saying, we get a lot more of the opposite of that though.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna break this down to you from, you know, Bonniewood studio days. Okay.
Okay.
You know, we'd have artists come in there, you know, that weren't the cream of the crop. We ain't gonna say they were bad, but they weren't the cream of the crop. You know, they weren't, you know, first string, you know, all stars, you know?
Right.
And I treated everybody the same, you know, like whether you're, you know, dropping a heat song or whether you're, you know, dropping a not so heat song, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I treated everybody that I was working with exactly the same.
Right.
All right, you did a good job. All right, that's a good song. You know, I kept their motivation and spirits high during that. Personally, I don't have patience for that now. You know, but I'm not gonna crush somebody's dream or ambition. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, or you're saying. Excuse me for coughing, but kind of like how I ran when I was doing the critique show for music. Like, it didn't matter if I liked it or not. A million other people could have liked it, but even if I didn't like it, I dealt with it, and I still didn't knock the dream, and I pushed them to do better. Instead of knocking it, I was like, well, if it ain't working this way, then maybe try this, you know, give them some pointers. Instead of knocking them, why not help them?
Yeah.
If that's what they want to do, then help them do it better if you can do that for that person.
Right, yeah.
No, I get what you're saying.
You know, and we went through, you know, a lot of artists in there. You know, I mean, there was a lot of people, you know, running in and out of the studio. And like I said, you know, I tried to keep everybody on that same energy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I gave everybody the same energy I give, you know, the top flight artists.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I understand that.
You know, I don't know if that helped people. I don't know if that, you know, hindered them or whatever, but you know, I kept it in a positive light. You know what I mean? And if we had more of that, you know, I don't think we'd have, you know, the haters that we have, you know, thus far. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, kinda. Like, too hot for this shit. But I don't know, bro, because I think there's probably a lot of artists that we don't remember that only stopped through one time because we probably killed their dream. You might not have, but maybe us sitting around in the studio might have on some young-headed, bullshitted, you know what I'm saying, cockiness type of shit. Whether we did
You
it
know,
purposely or not probably wasn't the issue.
or
But
you
back
know,
then
you
there
know,
was still like a lot of competition. Like, not, I'm not like saying streets, but you couldn't just get into music and do any old bullshit. You had to have some type of skill and sound some type of way, or motherfuckers would
yeah,
laugh you
you had to
off
be
the.
able to spit.
Yeah, they would laugh you off the stage back then. Let them try to laugh somebody off the stage now, it'd be a lawsuit and people be offended.
Yep.
And but that's on the other subject we're getting to later.
Right. Yeah, it's all blended and meshing. It's cool.
Right.
You know, but you know, I feel what you're saying. You had to have a certain level of, you know, expertise in what you were doing and what you were saying.
Yeah, you couldn't just do any old bullshit.
You know, I mean, like, and I get it. You know what I mean? But you know, some of them cats came in doing any old bullshit. You know, and I had to give them the same, you know, same pep talk like I give everybody.
Right. I mean, well, back then it wasn't a road.
I was Coach Knight.
Yeah, it wasn't a road like that back then. But I definitely
Yeah, I
agree.
feel it.
Teamwork. And a lot of people scream teamwork and they ain't really about teamwork. And a lot of people scream teamwork and really be on some snake shit all about themselves. But, you know, I mean, I guess it's all in how you fill out people and who you fuck with. Because, like I said, I see a lot of solid movements out here nowadays, and I do see like people like you and me when it comes to shit not to do with music, like our kids and shit like that, where they, you know, we're positive. We're not on that killing your dreams type of shit and things among that nature, but I definitely agree when you say, like I said, that there needs to be more of that and less of the, you know, you can't be shit because of this, or you can't be shit because of that, or this is what you're gonna be. And yeah, I get that, because anybody can really be anybody at the end of the day.
You know, my oldest son came to me and was like, "I got this idea. Let's do this clothing."
Right.
You know, and I was, you know, I could have been like, no, it's gonna fail. It's not gonna work. You know, we're not doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But instead, you know, I was like, all right, let's map this out and see what happens.
Right.
You know, let's do this. And it turned into something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it did turn into something.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. And on top of that, you taught them a skill, among other things, and another way to survive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Because like I said, I've learned shit from my kids.
Right. Yeah. Most definitely.
We're over here sounding like a fucking 6 in the morning
definitely.
breakfast club. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Most of all, share this motherfucker on every website you can think of. Share this motherfucker everywhere. Facebook, Instagram. Give a fuck where you share it at. Just share it.
Where's our people at, man?
Our people's be here. They always here. I ain't worried about people because they can still play that shit back. But like I said, I can't advertise because I'm banned on Facebook right now. My shit fucked up till tomorrow at like 5 o'clock. I get out of Facebook jail once again. I want that homecoming party. I don't know what a homecoming party out of Facebook jail is, but you know, I'm trying to get that. So remember, share this motherfucker everywhere on every site. But yeah, definitely needs teamwork, definitely needs more motivation instead of the dream killing. I agree with all that to the fullest.
Right, most definitely.
But we can say that all we want, you know, whether people are.
You know, I don't get it.
It's not
like I really don't get it.
It's kind of like the generation of hate, like too, like how, like you said, how like artists hate on each other when they should be sticking together. But it's kind of like the same thing. That's just how it is now for some reason. They've been taught fuck the next person.
That makes no sense
instead
to me,
of instead of like, you know what I'm saying, if a motherfucker drowned in the lake, they rather pull out their phone and record it to get some likes, other than put their hand out and try to get that motherfucker out the lake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not the same.
See, that's a messed up way of thinking.
But they've been brainwashed.
That's so messed up.
They've been brainwashed. Everything social media, and it is what it is.
That's true, man. Like somebody could be drowning, and you know they pull out their phones and be like, "Ooh, look."
Right.
Post this to Facebook. Post this to Instagram.
Right.
Post this to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Get me some likes. Like that makes no sense
At
like,
all.
When did we become like that? When did we become like that?
It probably started with MySpace and shit like that, to be real with you. Because we didn't really have much before
that. Shit's
that.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I don't get that shit. I don't.
Here we are on the internet with the rest of them. It is what it is. Like,
well, I mean, it is what it is.
But it is a crazy thought. Everything turned to online, digital, and being catered to. So, I mean, I don't know. There ain't shit we can really do about it. Next, we're going to be living in virtual reality worlds. I mean, we pretty much do already, but like some Matrix shit or something like that.
I mean, that shit's here.
I know y'all in there.
It's here.
Y'all better get up in this chat and speak y'all's minds. Remember, share this motherfucker everywhere and like and subscribe. We do this every Friday at 12 a.m. What's that time again?
Graveyard shift, Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. I always get, I'm dyslexic. I say
Eastern
that shit
Standard.
backwards sometimes. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time, 12 a.m. Motherfuckers. Yeah, I definitely feel that. I forgot what the fuck I was even about to write. I was going to write in the chat, forgot what the fuck I was going to write. But, nah, I dig it.
It happens. Be like that.
It'd be like that all the time. So how was work with you tonight? Was that fun?
That joint is slow.
Right. Yeah.
All right, I got an off subject to talk about.
Oh,
I got
off subject of the subjects tonight.
We gonna talk about. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We gonna hop off subject for a bit.
Here we go with this bullshit.
Hey, we got time to kill. We gonna hop off subject. All right. I work at a certain factory. Okay.
Right.
And I make decent money. I do.
He about
Okay.
to
We make certain car parts for a certain sports car.
Corvettes.
Right? Okay, well, yeah. Can't nobody in that factory afford a Corvette? What is we doing? Like, what is we doing?
You doing the sweatshop.
It would take the average employee at that factory a total of 4 years not spending any money to even afford that Corvette. Like, what are we doing? Why?
I don't know.
Like, that makes no sense to me, man. Like, that just seems like the most counterproductive shit I've ever dealt with. But society says, hey, you got to do this. Or you're a defunct member of society.
Because we're peasants.
Like,
we're fucking peasants. We're peasants outside the holy gates.
Who came up with this idea that you gonna work till you die, and we gonna pay you pennies, and you go for it, and you gonna like it? Where did that come from, man? That just blows my mind.
It's the American.
And I get up every day and I go to that motherfucker and I like it. You know, like, what is going on?
You okay? You feel some type of way?
No, I'm not okay. I am hurt right now.
I see this motherfucker.
Like, I am hurt.
This is the time to share this shit so everybody can see him melt down right now.
Like, that is some messed up thinking.
It is fucked
like,
up.
that's some messed up thinking. You can't tell me it's not.
Yeah, but the fucked up part is you know that and you're still doing it.
Exactly. Why? Why am I still doing it?
Because you're programmed.
Like,
I don't know.
Like I see everything that's wrong. I see everything that's wrong. But yet I get up every day and I go in that motherfucker and every day is some bullshit.
Why do you do that?
Straight up, every day is some bullshit.
So why do you do it?
Do what?
Why do you go?
Because society says I have to.
Because that's how you got to survive, right?
Straight up.
Pay your.
Society says
You don't have to do shit. But if you
I don't go there.
But if you want creature comforts like a house and all that shit, yeah, you have to pay bills. And if you want to eat, of course, unless you're out there fucking in the woods, you know, getting your own food or growing a garden. But still, either way, you got to pay for shit. But if you ain't had to pay for shit, you wouldn't have to be in there doing that bullshit. So you're kind of forced.
Man, that shit is counterproductive. It's counterproductive.
So then don't fucking do
A handful of motherfuckers in that motherfucker can afford that motherfucking car. I don't want the motherfucking car. I just want to be able to say I can afford the motherfucking car. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Well, then you better get a better fucking job and quit building the car.
Like,
because that's the only fucking option you got in the way America is right now. So,
like, do you feel me though?
No, I
like
feel you.
That makes no fucking sense to me.
You need to.
No fucking sense. We make 75% of that motherfucking car, and I can't afford that motherfucker.
Hey.
Seriously.
You should drink some, smoke some.
Like what is going on?
You building a car that you can't afford?
To me.
Well,
that's some straight up bullshit to me. And that car is sitting pretty in the showroom right now, and all you could do is look at the showroom and go, ooh, maybe one day I'll afford that. But no, I'm gonna be old and gray by the time I can afford that motherfucker.
I mean, you
like, get the fuck out of here.
See, we think different, bro. See, so you told me like y'all make like 75% of the car, right?
Right.
So, you know, me in my head, I'm like, I work there, right? And I got access to the place, right? I'm thinking I'm going to steal 75% of that motherfucking car a part at a time. You feel me? And then the other 25%, I take out the money I made there to get the other parts, and pow, I got the car. And then I'm going to pull up and work on they bitch asses in the car like what's happening.
Oh, that's how we do it?
So you got to think outside the box
Piece by
sometimes.
piece.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Piece.
I'm just trying to help you out with the car. Even if you don't want the car, you could sell 75% of it. Somebody will buy that bitch.
I'm just saying, man, like, that's some raggedy ass bullshit. That is some straight up raggedy ass bullshit.
It is fucked up. I get,
and you can't tell me it's not.
It's like the little kids in sweatshops making Jordans for fucking $1 a day, and we over here spending $200 to $600 to $800 on the bitches. Yeah, it's corporate slavery.
Right.
We're getting fucking. I don't even want to say it, but no.
All right, now with the money I make, with the money I make, it's not going to take me as long as your average employee there. It's not going to take me as long to buy that car, but that's still not spending hardly any of my income just to afford that fucker. That ain't worth it.
Like
that ain't worth it, and that ain't good living right there.
They ain't got no like perk when you retire, you get one for free or something. Like,
that would be dope. That would be dope. All right, I'm hitting retirement. Hit me with the Corvette.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want the gold watch. Hit me with the Corvette.
Right.
Let me go out in my old age in style. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel you. That would be nice. Here's the Corvette, 50 grand or 100 grand, and the big booty hoe. Thanks for working for us.
right? Like, I mean,
if I
give me something,
if I
man.
ran a company, I'd do a contract like that. Motherfuckers would have ambition.
That would keep people motivated to work.
Right, and it's not like they're
What you working for? I'm working for this motherfucker's car.
right, this Corvette.
Even if I don't want the bitch,
Right.
I can sell it.
Right.
Even if I don't want it, I can sell that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like,
This motherfucker.
corporate America makes no sense to me.
That's why I fuck with this motherfucker, bro. We got subjects for the show tonight. We was already on one, but he kind of lost it there for a moment. He had to vent. He had to tell somebody. This motherfucker ain't stable
I'm
at all.
just saying, like.
No, I dig it. That is some bullshit.
I'm just saying, like, I see things. I see the messed up things, you know, but you know, I continue to go to the place because you know I have to live.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I have to live.
Yeah, you're kind of forced.
You know, and a lot of factories are like that. You know, people making high-end parts for, you know, high-end stuff and can't afford the high-end stuff they making parts for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's corporate slavery is all it is.
something has to change.
All right.
Something has to change.
Well, look here, Mr. Hoffa. You should run this movement. And when you come up missing, I'll tell your peoples, I'll be like, I'll be like, I told him not to go that route, but you know, he wanted to make a change, so poof, he's missing now.
Like straight up, I'd be at work preaching. I'd be straight up preaching to people.
Oh, you motherfuckers about to go on strike.
Like, people need to wake the fuck up. Like, what are you doing? You working for $1 million company making pennies. The fuck is you doing? Like, that's insanity, my guy.
It is, but
that is straight insane.
That's what we've been taught. That's that program shit. Make shit for pennies while they sell it for, you know, raised prices. And they pay you guys.
Like that's crazy, man. Look, we're sitting on millions of dollars of parts right now, and them parts ain't shipping out.
Yeah, because ain't nobody buying no fucking Corvettes. What, they gonna buy Corvettes and sit in their house? Like
that shit don't make no sense.
Oh shit. You gonna be okay about that?
I don't know, man. Like I'll be okay. I had to get that off my chest because it was bugging.
Dre for union president. For union president.
Oh man, like
we need Dre. He's gonna make us all come up missing. Nah, but I feel you. It is bullshit. Like, but the way I look at it, like I said, it's corporate slavery in my eyes.
And these corporations are making millions of dollars, and you know they can pay their employees good. They can pay their employees good.
But why do that when they can,
you know, give them decent?
They can keep people struggling and, you know, just feed them the bare minimum, and that's how you control people.
For what? We gotta live.
They don't give a
fuck. For what?
They don't give a fuck as long as they live that nice lifestyle. They don't even think.
I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm living paycheck to motherfucking paycheck. Pay me. Pay me.
That ain't
straight up.
That ain't gonna happen.
Like that's bullshit.
I'm just telling you.
Straight bullshit.
Look.
You make $1 million, you making millions of dollars and paying your people's pennies. No wonder corporate morale is down.
You ask,
like who you don't see this shit?
You asking me, my motherfucker.
No wonder people are leaving out the motherfucking factory, not coming back. Cause they making fucking pennies.
Well, guess what?
This is America. Like we should not be making pennies. Like what the fuck?
America.
Like, I don't know, man. Like that shit got me hot.
You got you a drink?
Like I don't know.
You
like,
got you a drink?
It bothers me. I need a drink.
Do you got one?
I need me a drink.
You need to take you a drink, calm down.
One.
You need to come back to the show now that you're venting.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
You got the woo side.
Like, you feel what I'm saying, man?
No, I get you. I get it.
And then look. Some of these companies get you right.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we got people in there that have been there 40 plus years. You know, going on 50 years in the same motherfucking factory, doing the same goddamn thing they've been doing the whole goddamn time.
Making the same thing.
And can't afford the motherfucking car.
And still can't buy the car they making. That's how you control people and live rich, bro. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
That's insanity.
Yeah, well,
that's insanity.
Whoever made it up got rich, bro. It's corporate slavery. Slavery never ended. Man, like, it just got bigger. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
That shit's wild.
But I get it. Teamwork. That shit's wild. Teamwork. Form a fucking union for that place. Go Dre and fucking get everybody fired.
That's the whole factory on strike.
Right. Oh, shit.
Give me the goddamn car.
Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, or somebody send him a motherfucking Corvette. So he feels like he accomplished something. Because this motherfucker having a meltdown about that shit. Oh, shit, that's funny.
Like, I mean, do you feel what I'm saying, though?
I do.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
Teamwork. You should form a strike. I don't know how much that's going to get y'all paid, but...
That shit's wild.
That's a damn shame.
You know, no. See, we're expendable.
Yeah,
they'll hire a whole new staff to, you know, come run the show.
That's because we're the peasants.
We're expendable.
We're the peasants outside the gates, walking around picking up crumbs like fucking ant people and shit.
You know what I mean? Like, you think about this, man. Like, you spend, you know, 20, 40 years in a factory, you know, that's a good chunk of your life. Just spent working, doing the same thing. Not even a factory, any job. You spend that long in a job like that, and, you know, they get you to your 65.
Yeah.
You know, by that time, you can't enjoy nothing.
Nah.
You know, you can't enjoy the creature comforts. You know, by that time, you ain't trying to do nothing fun. You trying to sit at home and do nothing.
Well, yeah, because
you know what I mean. Like then they get the next generation, and the same process happens. It goes in a cycle, man, and like this generation after generation after generation.
Just fucking say it, generational slavery.
Like it's bullshit.
It is, but that's the way life has been programmed to live for the elite to stay rich, but we ain't gonna get on that. Anyways, what was we talking about? Teamwork? Yeah, but I get it.
We was talking about teamwork.
Yeah, well, fuck teamwork.
I was talking about something else, but we was talking about teamwork.
Right. He done went off on a fucking half-hour bench. Go ahead.
I told you I had some shit to talk about. Get off my chest, man. Like,
hey, I ain't mad at you. I feel what you're saying to the fullest. I ain't mad at you at all. I mean,
like that shit, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. But yeah, teamwork.
No, you definitely need teamwork.
Get you a team.
And when
start a militia.
And when it's teamwork,
do some shit.
Everybody's got to be equal and moving in the same direction. That's teamwork to me. It's like a car. All the parts got to come together to get the rolling down the road. You feel me?
Oh, you a slick dude. You a slick dude.
What you mean?
I feel you on that. It's like the pieces of a car. Go get me started ranting again.
Right. Nah.
No,
So what we say the second subject was image over skill or something like that. I had it somewhere. Yeah, image over skill.
Blah, blah, blah. Image over skill.
What do you mean by that?
Image over skill.
We talking about like
let's get
music wise, like it's more of your character more than it is your actual lyrics or your lyrical songwriting skills, things of that matter.
Yeah, we'll talk about music first, you know, and then we'll get into some other, you know, subjects off of that.
I think that's
All
why
right.
a majority of music sucks now.
Back in my day, yeah, but all right, back in our day, you know, you had to have a certain skill set, which you know we hinted on, you know, a little bit ago,
Right.
and you couldn't come with some half-ass rhymes or, you know, little half-ass beat or whatever. You had to have prominent fire. You know what I mean? Like,
right. No,
you had to be spitting something, you had to be saying something, and it was about the skill, you know, when we was coming up.
Yeah.
You know, like what you saying.
Well, yeah.
Now it's like, ooh, look, I got your fancy watch. Look at my gold chain. Blah 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 blah. I do all the drugs. Look at me shine. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
What is that?
That's
And that brings me to another subject. When did we stop being the dealer and start being the drug user? What is that?
programmable people.
that?
That is people being programmed, bro.
Look at me. I smoke crack. I shine like a diamond. Look at me. I do all the drugs. Like, what is that?
I ain't even gotta talk tonight.
Like, they
you just saw one.
They became the crackheads. They became the crackheads. They gave all the crackheads a record deal and said, go out there and do that shit.
And
you got it.
And they said,
like, what?
And they said, promote crack. Make everybody a fiend. Yeah. Make everybody a fiend and make it cool. Oh, shit. You know, speaking...
You can't tell me that's not what music is nowadays.
Hello?
You cannot tell me.
Yeah, I'm going to promote green crack. No, it is. You're definitely right.
That's not crack though.
There is a whole
like it's an epidemic.
There is a whole generation of young artists that passed away too soon that were dope because of drugs and drug promotion and use and things of that nature.
Like I said, when did you know, when we was coming up, you was the drug dealer, you know what I mean? Like you was the man in the streets. That's how you got the shiny chain. That's how you got the nice car. That's how you did this and that. But now you the motherfucking crackhead on the corner with the record deal.
With the singing one of them old crackheads.
Wow.
Hey bro, you know, look, now that I think about it, and they be singing, like some of them be singing them old jingles that the crackheads used to sing back in the day, and now that's the music.
How?
I don't know.
Desyple, what's going on, man? How? What happened?
Image.
How do we spiral down that far?
Well, you want to know my honest opinion? My honest opinion is the government and radio stations use their music to control people. So they set certain standards of how things should be and how your music should be. And that's the only way. Kind of like the whole selling your soul to the devil for a deal type of thing. Like you got to do this or you got to do that. And you got to promote this or you got to promote that. Or you're not going to be famous. You're not going to make money. So you're pretty much blacklisted. And that's like, it's like the crack babies. You said it's the crackheads, but really it's like the crack babies of the crackheads that are making music now is how I look at it. And I'm like...
That's horrible.
I mean,
that is horrible.
I don't knock the hustle because, you know, there is some good music out there, in my opinion. Some of it's not, but everybody likes different music. I've always said this. But yeah, as of the image part, it's because it's like we're characters to them. As artists, we're not really artists in their eyes. We're like a product, and the product has to sell, so the product has to be flashy. And since hip hop and, you know, music in general kind of persuades how people dress, you know, culture and things of that nature, I'm sure record labels and big companies and the government use them entities to, you know, push certain agendas like wearing skinny jeans. I don't know who the fuck thought that was a good idea. I'm not knocking it. It's just weird to me, bro. But, you know, like things of that nature, because you could be a hip hop artist right now or a music artist, period. And a lot of people's going to get offended about this shit. But if it was us back in the day, we would have got booted. But if you jumped out on stage as a popular hip hop artist right now, today, right? And you was wearing a fucking pink fucking thong and that's all you had on, motherfuckers would start running around the street in a pink fucking thong, bro. Like, it's just that simple. Like,
straight up.
It's weird
Straight
to
up.
me. Like, so I don't know when the image, I don't know when or why the image became more important, but I know it's pretty much just commercial. That's just how it is. Like, that's what sells, and record companies ain't trying to fuck with.
Drugs ain't commercial, man. Like, well, all right.
Well, you could go even deeper conspiracy about it too. You could be like, okay, so they put these artists out there, they let them promote drugs because they know they're gonna die, and then they got this big insurance policy on them. Plus, they got their catalog when they're gone. That's a double bam bam. They just got paid like 3 times, bro. It could be a good investment, depending on how you think about it.
That's fucked up.
It is.
That is so fucked up.
But that's business, bro. Like
that shit's wild, man. Like I don't understand it. I don't understand that.
You ain't gotta understand it. When it comes to money, you know, most of the richest people in the world, they don't, bro. They're fucking blood-sucking vampires. They don't give a fuck if your baby dies. They don't care about none of that shit as long as they keep getting that money. You know, some people be addicted to crack, like you said. Others be addicted to that money like people are addicted to crack, bro.
I feel it. I feel it, man. But it's still sheer nonsense. Nonsense.
Well, we know this. A lot of people know that, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
Who comes up with this shit?
The motherfuckers that control the world and control us and all that fun shit. I'm surprised Virgil ain't in here typing in the chat halfway down the rabbit hole.
Right.
But
it's all good though. It's all good though.
No, that's basically in a nutshell. That's what it is. It's all divide and conquer. But image sells, and that's the only way you get signed now. It's not by your style. It's by your following, your image, things of that sort, your movement. Not about your skill.
See, if we would have done some shit like that back in the day, man,
we would have got booed off the stage.
Straight up. Straight up.
And nobody would have gave a fuck who was offended and who wasn't. Because it was about having a skill and things back then. Like I said, I'm not knocking none of the new age music because music always evolves. Some of it's good to me, some of it's not. That's just my opinion. But no, you're absolutely right. They would have booed us the fuck off the stage. They would have booed us the fuck off the stage and told us to keep it pushing.
Yeah. You know what I want to see come back?
What?
You know what I want to see come back in style?
What?
Real R&B groups.
Well, yeah, you don't have that no more. Like Jodeci and Shy and H-Town and Keith Sweat and the Isley Brothers. And
like, I want to see real R&B groups come back, man. Like, where are the real singers at? Like, where'd they go? Like, they just went extinct?
Kinda.
Like, that's what happened?
In a nutshell. Chris Brown too busy beating up Rihanna. Rick James done smacked up, you know. We can go on and on. Dre got with D Barnes, and you know how the story goes.
Oh man.
Fucking R.
Stop
Kelly.
slapping
R.
bitches.
Kelly was trapped in the closet and, you know, all that other shit. The Isley brothers, they just got old. They still do things, though. Shy and
Yeah, but they old.
H-Town and all them motherfuckers and Silk and all them, they all had 50 million kids from the music they was
Bring
making.
R&B groups back.
It would be dope.
Bring R&B groups back. I want to see some of that.
Right.
That would be real dope.
It would be dope.
Like no auto-tune, real singing, real R&B groups.
Right.
Like hit that Jodeci, ooh yeah. Like give me that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's what I want to see. Like this shit
There
don't make
might
no
be
sense,
something
man.
like that on the way. You never know.
How did we get here?
It depends.
How did we get here?
Here or where? At the Welcome to McDonald's music, or which one are you talking about?
Like right now, where we're at right now in music, how did we get here?
Because music always evolves, and it always evolves into something, whether we like it or not. And every generation knocks the last generation.
Here's what happened. All right, here's my theory. All right.
A theory.
It's the 90s, right?
Right.
Here's my theory.
Tupac and Biggie got killed.
All right. No, before that. All right. It's early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, right?
Right.
You know, gangster rap, you know, is coming out. You know, you got groups like NWA and da-da-da-da-da, right?
Right.
That evolves into, you know, your drug dealer hustler music, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
You with me so far?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So your drug dealer hustler music, you know, spawn. Yeah, your drug dealer hustler music spawned more drug dealers and hustlers, right?
It was like trapping.
So they just
it was boom boom
serving
trapping.
the fiends. They serving the fiends, right?
Right.
Serving the fiends, right? 10, 15 years go by. This is where we're at now. All the fiends got a record deal.
No, it's the fiends' babies.
Oh, the fiends' babies got a record deal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
And the alcohol syndrome babies and all that stuff.
That shit's crazy.
Well, that's why they got short attention spans now and all that shit. But yeah,
They got a short attention span.
But think about it this way: almost every generation has looked at the music that comes after them, and they're almost like, "What the fuck is that?"
See, I was never like that. I was never like that at all. You know, I always appreciated music for what it was. You know what I mean? Like, be it old school, be it country, be it rock, be it, you know, whatever it was, you know, I always appreciated all music.
Well, yeah, me too, but not everybody's like that.
You know, like I heard old music and I was like, ooh, who sings that? You know, let me find out some more about that artist.
Yeah, but a lot of people, most people are just about one music, the music they listen to, and that's it. And they're biased about everything else.
Do you know a lot of kids cannot tell you who the fuck Dr. Dre is?
Who's that?
Exactly. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like, most kids cannot tell you who a Scarface was, or who a Bone Thugs and Harmony was,
or who a Tupac and Biggie
was.
Yeah, that one's trippy. That's scary. Or a Eazy-E, or a NWA, like, or a 2 Live Crew.
Like, I came across these people, and I'm like, do you know who this is? And they're like, no. You know, it's a picture of Tupac and Biggie. Like, I ain't never seen them people before. Who are they? Like, what?
Should have told.
Like, that makes no sense.
You should have told them it was.
That blows my mind.
You should have told them it was Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Like, they don't know none of that shit.
I might as well have.
They don't know none of that shit no more, bro.
I might as well have.
But I'm gonna tell you why, because schools don't teach that no more. Schools teach reform to program you, is how I look at it. Like, you do this, you go to college, then you get a job, and then you pay this loan off for the next 30 years. And like you said, then you're retired and too old to fucking move around and enjoy life. But yeah, there's no research or knowledge.
That seems like a horrible existence.
Yeah, well, we all do it. It's repetitive.
Look, and the messed up thing is, they have all the knowledge at their goddamn fingertips. Like, you have all the knowledge.
And they got all this internet now.
There's nothing they cannot look up and find out.
No, but
you got all the knowledge.
It's got to come in a meme in short form because they have a short attention span.
Poor babies.
It is what it is, though. It's crazy, but it's true.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it though?
Everybody's like drones marching in a line now. And if you're
I'm still looking at like new shit, like I'll hear something old, or hear something new, or hear something like, you know, in between there. You know what I mean? And I'm like, who's that artist? Let me go research that.
Right.
Let me see what they about. You know what I mean? Or I was watching a video on Facebook,
right,
and this shit tripped me out. All right, these kids were, you know, looking at movie posters, right? Kid, like they in their 20s, right? Looking at movie posters,
right,
from the 80s, right?
Didn't know none of them.
Couldn't name none of them movies. Couldn't name none of them. You had Rambo, you had Die Hard, you had Terminator,
no,
you had, you know,
there ain't culture, you know, like
miscellaneous.
There's like no game, movie, music,
miscellaneous
culture
classic
anymore.
Movies. You know what I mean? Like
that shit's not culture no more, bro. There is none of that.
All right, which brings me to this. These kids don't have parents. These kids don't have parents around our age.
Yeah.
You 20-something years old. You don't have parents around our age. But they put you under a rock for 20 years and you don't know nothing?
No,
you don't know nothing about nothing?
These kids be in
your parents didn't listen to old school music?
These kids be in their phones and
like,
then their tablets and then their computers. They don't really be out there in the world no more. Or researching.
Not what I'm saying right now, though. I'm saying they have parents around our age, and them parents never watched, you know, anything, never watched a classic movie, never listened to like some classic hip hop or some classic rock, or well, it's not even classic rock.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you know, is them kids
coming from our generation, but
that generation probably never paid no attention to that shit though. Because I can ask, I mean, a lot of my kids are like musically round, but if I ask them about other things, they're like, what the fuck is that? I could tell them about PlayStation 1 games and shit, and they're like looking at me like a fucking dinosaur and shit. I tell them Nintendo or Atari, they're like,
don't go back to an Atari.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
Don't go back to
they're
that.
like, what the fuck's an Atari? I'm like, a game system? I'm like, or the Atari fucking, what was it, 2000 or 3000?
2600.
That
2600.
There was that too.
It was Atari 2600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like, that's crazy to me, man.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But it is what it is. Other than that, remember we do this every motherfucking Friday at 12 a.m. Graveyard shift. 12 a.m. what again? Eastern Standard Time?
Eastern Standard Time.
I got that motherfucker right. Remember, like and subscribe. Remember, share this motherfucker on every social site and get up in them comments. And remember, if you think there's something we should talk about, throw it in the comments or inbox one of us, and we will put it on one of the motherfucking shows.
And all people are gonna want to see is me spaz out. Cow.
The motherfucker, we ain't even gonna acknowledge that because he might spaz out again. We start talking about that shit again. But another reason to what we was just talking about, though, and what you were saying too, is kind of like what the last subject was about, and what we was talking about was kind of like the cancel culture do that too. Like it has some of the same effects to where kids
we
don't
on that.
To where kids or people in general from younger generations don't even have that knowledge, and in the future they won't even have it because they're trying to erase everything. And I think when you erase everything, history kind of repeats itself.
will repeat itself.
Right,
Yep.
right. And I kind of think that's their goal.
And that's exactly what's going to happen, with, the way the cancel culture is going.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, they took away Yosemite Sam's guns. They took away Elmer Fudd's guns.
Yeah.
They're
trying to get rid of
cancel Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew, yeah. Mrs. Butterworth.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Mr. Potato Head.
Like,
the Dukes of Hazzard.
Mr. Potato Head. Dr. Seuss.
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Like what is going on?
And Coca-Cola.
I mean, it is facts.
Coca-Cola, eat a dick. Because I don't know how to be less white. This is as white as I get, motherfuckers. So fuck you, Coca-Cola. I think I'm pretty white, though, so that's okay.
Hey, Sean, grab me a popsicle, man. Just grab me a popsicle.
He wants the orange one. He was bitching about it earlier. But yeah, no, it's crazy, bro. They're trying to erase everything. Everything.
Like, I don't get it, man. Like, who is Mr. Potato Head offended? Everybody. Like, who is he offended?
Pepe Le Pew was just trying to pimp the hoes and get the main bitch. And he was persistent. I don't know what he did wrong. He was trying to serenade her the whole time.
You know why? Because he's brown. But there's dudes in chicks' inboxes way worse than Pepe Le Pew.
Right. The Dukes of Hazzard never said a fucking racist.
You can't tell me there ain't.
The Dukes of Hazzard never said a fucking word through the whole show. Pretty much. And got their ass banned for having the flag on their car. It's almost like everything.
And you know what?
It's almost like everything that was an icon, no matter what culture it was, they're trying to get rid of it so everything as if it didn't exist. And it was just all dull through history. And then it'll fade away and nobody will remember it. We'll just be drones marching to this dull ass.
I know my history, man.
Well, yeah,
I know my history.
but eventually we're going to be dead. Not everybody's going to keep spreading the news to their children and so on and shit like that. So
I'm going to tell everybody. I'm telling everybody.
Well, that's probably why they're going to whack us anyway. But that wasn't the point of the conversation.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, man, like something got to give, man. Like, you just can't go around canceling everything.
I mean,
Eminem has been saying faggot for his whole career. But now, that the 20-somethings have discovered Eminem and went back to listen to his old works.
And
let's cancel him.
And rappers been saying cracker in lyrics since the beginning of rap. And it's not like, white people are trying to ban it and make a movement or things of that nature. Yeah, I don't get it, bro, because that shock culture is what got some people where they're at today, and now they're trying to ban all that too, whether it be like Marilyn Manson and shit like that, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, dude, they're flipping the whole motherfucking world upside down.
Everybody's going to be vegan.
I'm not vegan and shit. If they take away meat, I'll start eating you motherfuckers.
Everybody's going to be vegan.
I'll vegan one of your legs off.
Look, man, look. I went into Walmart to grocery shop yesterday, right?
And you bought some fake beef?
No. But if you pay attention to, if you go up and down each aisle in Walmart, they're getting rid of a lot of shit. Everything is healthy. They're trying to conform you to be a vegan. I'm convinced, man.
That shit ain't happening. I'll go out in the woods and kill one of these digital deer. Got me fucked up. I'll get me some of them old gigabytes to fill my stomach.
Man, what's wrong with you?
I'm just speaking facts. Whether they understand it or not, that's their issue.
Right. It's crazy to me, man.
It is. Oh, what's crazy is earlier I was arguing with my computer, bro. And in the back of my head, somehow,
What?
listen, and in the back of my head, somehow I knew my computer was listening to me, bro. That's the fucked up part. And I was okay with this because it was normal nowadays.
Pretty much.
But basically, the conversation I had with my computer is, and my chick was sitting in there, it was even more fucked up. Maybe I was having a conversation with her. But after I had the conversation with my computer, I looked at her and I said, it's fucked up. I said, the motherfucking, along the lines, I was like, we in this motherfucking matrix. I said, and the computer from the matrix want to fuck with my computer that's in the matrix. I said, this some bullshit. Like,
Right.
I'm like, this, they need to quit fucking with my shit. But, no, that's a whole another rabbit hole we can go down.
Put that shit on your page.
But what shit on my page? Shit ain't gonna go on
That's
my
the link.
It ain't gonna go on my page because I don't get on ban until tomorrow.
All right, dude, you want me to tag you in that shit? Because that's how we did it last time.
We can try, but I don't think it shows up on my page. But you can tag me in it and I'll put it
Well,
on.
that's how we did it last time.
All right, that's what we'll do.
Hold on, let me see here.
Just calm down. You're awful aggressive tonight, and I'm offended.
Everybody's offended. Everybody's offended.
Well, hell yeah! I feel like I got a family now. We're all offended. I don't feel alone no more.
They're gonna cancel us, man.
Like cancel culture.
They're gonna cancel us.
Why? Because I know there wasn't no fucking, there wasn't no motherfucking seat in the middle of a drop top with the Kennedys in the back and the driver and the passenger up front. There wasn't no seat in between them with two other people. Y'all gonna quit fucking with me with that shit too. I know what I seen my whole fucking life. And they ain't even making car like that because I'm a car guy. But I was just gonna put that out there because that's a rant I had. Oh man, that ass bullshit. Just like the Berenstein Bears and all that shit.
They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes, man.
That's what
I know what I see.
Come on, bro. Just think about this one logically. You know, Mr. BG, the biggest gangster in the world, I ain't gonna say no names. He probably run the world because all he does is write code. He knows nothing other than write code, right? But he gets to make all these worldly decisions and political moves and says about vaccines and medical shit he's never went to school for and all that shit. Like, come on now. How the fuck?
I feel you on that.
How the fuck does that make sense?
It doesn't, and it trips me out.
We're in the fucking the Matrix, motherfucker. And when they unplug me, and if I wake up somewhere, I'm like, I fucking knew it. And they gonna jack me back here, probably like, nope, you going back.
They gonna whack us.
I know. So yeah, cancel culture.
Yeah. It's all bad, man. You trying to cancel Speedy Gonzalez, man?
I didn't hear that one.
Do you know
what's wrong with
underlay,
Libra?
Yeah. But look, Hispanics love Speedy. They love him. Speedy is the hero of the cartoon. And they represent it in the cartoon.
Yeah.
They ain't represented in a negative way.
Just like Miss Butterworth's family fought to keep that name because that's what made them famous and they were proud of it, and because she made the serpent whoop-de-whoop.
I feel it, you know what I mean? But it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense.
They're trying to erase history so it can repeat itself. Knuckle up. That's what they saying. Or walking the line like that One Real Pal Peoples did, and just march into the building like you're fucking ignorant, like most people's doing now.
Well, I mean,
and then get you a whiff of that good stuff and never come back. I'm just saying, bro.
Like you said, they gonna wipe out existence and wipe out history. Then we're gonna have another mass genocide like the Holocaust and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's what's coming.
Our children gonna have it rough. we might see the beginning of it, but yeah, no, shit's gonna get fucked up. Super
Like that's what's gonna happen. Like it makes no sense.
It don't. But that's that new cancel culture, cancer culture. You can call it both, but that's just how they're doing it. Everything's
that's
offensive now. It's like almost wrong to be straight. You know, no offensive to any type of people that are anything but straight. It's almost wrong to be, you know, certain skin colors. It's almost wrong, you know, to everything's just offensive. Like everything we was taught morally growing up is now wrong. It's almost like they programmed us for confusion in the end. Almost like everything was planned out. Because I don't give a fuck, and I'll say this.
You know,
no, I ain't gonna say it because yeah, I won't say it.
No. All right, look. All right, cancel culture. All right. They didn't cancel Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss's family pulled them 6 books off the shelf.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't understand them books were wrote in a time where that's what shit was, and people were being comical about it. There was a more
that was the norm at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
right. It wasn't meant
but they
to be
felt some type of way nowadays.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be offensive back then.
You know, but you know, his family felt some type of way about that and was like, all right, you know, these 6 books were written at a time when, you know, shit was messed up. Let's pull these 6 books, and then the cancel culture jumped on it like, ban Dr. Seuss.
You really want to know what I think it is? Besides everybody is offended, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's because nobody could get to his level. He was the illest, dopest, baddest, greatest rhymer there ever was.
I ain't gonna deny that. I am not gonna deny that.
And this is coming from a writer himself. Even
Fox and Socks.
Even his
Fox and Socks was the dopest book ever written.
Like if you go grab his shit, you can rap every one of his songs. I call them songs.
And that's what they are.
Right. And he could have did the simplest shit, but everything.
Dr. Seuss had bars.
Yeah, he had more bars than anybody. Could you imagine Oh, bro, we should make like Dr. Seuss rap battles.
That'd be dope.
We pick random verses. We pick random verses out of each one.
That'd be dope.
That would be dope.
Yeah. I'd listen to it.
I would too. I'd be like, oh, they killing it. And then you can judge on character and shit like that and how it's delivered. Oh,
I definitely, I bang that shit.
I would too. Yeah, but the cancel culture, it is getting outrageous. There's almost...
It's toxic.
It's touching everything and anything now.
It's toxic. And like you said, they're erasing stuff that doesn't need to be erased.
It's like they want us in Nazi Germany, so we're sitting there with our mask on, marching in line with no weapons. Like you got me fucked up, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like a mass genocide's gonna come off this shit.
I mean,
you know, and that ain't cool.
No, I mean, you know,
that ain't cool.
Hey, you know how I do it. If you need, you know what I'm saying, we got in them, and you know what I'm saying, it's all right. Just come over here. We ain't on that shit.
I'm just saying, man. Like that's how it's gonna go down.
You know, we put the bars, the boards, everything up on the window, get out the big trucks, and yeah, fuck that way. We killing zombies. Fuck that. You got me fucked up.
He said, "Yeehaw!" Stupid.
Call me fucking zombie slayer up in this bitch.
But I will not conform.
It's bad, bro, but I feel more bad for our children, like I said, because this is what they're gonna have to deal with, and our children you know, they're the next generation to take over and run things. So this is something.
But see, this culture is gonna put these messed up ideas in their head, and they go with it.
That's what I'm saying.
That ain't cool.
That's why people got to wake them the fuck up. But most people don't care to wake them the fuck up because they're like, fuck it. I don't know.
Hey man, tell them people to comment. They watching.
Tell
them
yeah,
to
if
comment.
y'all got something to say about this, go ahead, tap in. Y'all see the subjects in the comments. And like I said, if y'all got other subjects you want us to touch base with, we hit them up on the other shows. Either send us a motherfucking message or throw it in the comments, or we'll take it into consideration. Remember, like, share, and subscribe also.
Graveyard Shift.
Every Friday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And
Hey,
we don't
you
lock.
said it right.
We don't lock no subject. Yeah, you got me on that, though. We do all subjects, no matter what it is. It ain't a one subject based show. We do whatever. So remember, share these on every motherfucking website and get in them comments.
Look, they started watching and backed out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like back at the beginning of the show when you said, you know, people are dream killers. Like, I don't know why. I guess more parents don't teach their children or other generations or people more common sense, more, I guess you want to call it uprise, rebel, to wake up and see what's going on. But not everybody's got that opinion, because there's a lot of people in this world that are, we used to call different, that are now normal by standards of way, and you know, they like to be catered to. They like to be, you know, everything censored and everything not hurtful and feelings and all that shit. So that's
all right. Let's talk about this, man, because we gotta talk about this. I'm gonna go off on another rant. All right, we came up in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
In the 1900s. In the 1900s, at that, way back then.
Back in dinosaur times.
Right.
All right. The 90s was a war zone.
True.
I got PTSD from that shit, man.
I do too. I
got PTSD.
You seen, I just had to look at my cameras because the car went by.
Right.
And the speed wasn't up to par. It worried me a little bit, and it swerved a little to the right, so I was a little annoyed.
And this is the thing, man. Like,
and every time I hear the train on the tracks over here, it reminds me of a Bone Thugs video. But go ahead.
Right. All right. I'm gonna tell you a 90s story. Right. And this traumatized me to this day. All right.
I wasn't involved, was I?
You know, gangster rap, you know, no. Gangster rap, you know, had reached its peak, you know, and it's boom, right?
Right.
And everybody was gang back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. You gang, right?
Right.
The gangers would, you know, ride in their vehicles, be 20 deep in them bitches, and, you know, hit the bass.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. And you'd hear it.
Right.
Right? And, you know, I was a basketball player, man. Like, I'd be on the court playing basketball.
Oh, so you
hear the bass.
You was like, oh, shit.
Boom, boom, boom.
Here come the gangsters.
Boom. Yep. And I'm like, God damn, it's time to go.
You was scared.
And everybody else is like, what you talking about? What you talking about? It's cool. It's cool. Right?
Right.
Everybody stay on the court. I'm like, all right, watch. Here come the gangsters. Here come the gangsters on the basketball court. You know, and what
gummy edibles. I probably shouldn't eat this, but it's like popcorn and a good story.
Yeah.
And I got the munchies.
Right. So we on the basketball court, you know, we playing. Here come the gangsters, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got next. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they get on the court, beat everybody's ass on the court, just beat them down, like straight gang jumping, right?
Right.
Dip off the court, get back in the car, boom, 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 boom.
Like it was
boom,
shit, smoke rolling out.
Skirt out. Like what? Like that shit traumatized me, man. I can't hear a car go by with bass no more without looking over my shoulder like, oh, the motherfucker's coming. You know what I mean? Like, it was a war zone.
That was me. I was them
like,
gangsters.
all right, so we grew up in this shit. We grew up in this shit. Yeah, he was them gangsters. But we grew up in that shit. You know what I mean? You was either the gangsters or you was the people. You know, and I just happened to be the people. You know what I mean? And
I tucked you up under my.
That was some hard growing up.
I took you up under my wing when you found me.
Okay, well, I can say the same thing for you, but
I gave you
not the point.
I gave you motivation.
Right, so we grew up in.
Go ahead.
You know, we came up in the hard shit. You know, all right, and we had some kids, right, and our kids came up in the soft, everything offends me generation.
I'm offended.
Like, what is going on?
Fucking offended.
Like, how do you go from exactly. We went from war zone to rainbows and puppies.
I like rainbows and puppies. Are
not the point.
Are they cute puppies? Like little bully puppies or something?
They cute puppies.
I like
but
them.
Not the point.
Oh, okay.
Not the point.
My fault. Continue.
The point is, how do we go from gangster hard asses to where we're at now? You know, like I said, 90s, the 90s gave me PTSD, man.
It was
like straight up.
It was an agenda, bro. They push agendas and they do it through music and anything popular. I already been through this. At least that's my opinion. For what? Because they can makes no sense. Yeah, it does. It keeps people divided, and when you keep people divided, you can motherfucking keep control of them, like corporate slavery, like the shit you was talking about with the bullshit in your job.
Like, shit makes no sense, man. Like it doesn't, and it bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, it bothers me severely.
Go fucking team, go.
You know, like, all right, all the gangster hard asses have kids now, and they acting soft with their kids. Like,
I mean, fuck you. What are you trying to say, bro? Like, you taking shots at me?
Say your old ass is soft.
No, I'm not fucking soft.
Your old ass is soft.
Maybe I always had these types of feelings, but I had to keep them inside at the time because, things weren't the same back then.
Gang, gang.
Yeah. No, it was like blocka.
Like, I mean, you feel what I'm saying, though? Like, I mean, like, you got the gangster hard asses, they got kids and they's like, oh, baby, it'll be okay. They sugarcoat and everything. And, what happened to that gang shit? I mean, I don't want it back, but I mean,
maybe a lot of people just matured and they don't want their kids to have that life, so they spoiled their kids, and in turn with spoiling their kids, we got what we got now. You know what I mean? A bunch of entitled,
cupcake ass, cancel culture motherfuckers.
I mean,
that's what we call it.
Well, yeah. Basically,
yeah.
At the end of
that's what we call
basically at the end of the day. Because there's really not nothing left.
Make no sense to me.
There's really not nothing left out there that isn't offensive to somebody.
You like my dude brought up a good point. You could pronounce the word "and" wrong, and it's gonna offend somebody.
And?
Exactly. I'm offended.
Why?
You feel what I'm saying?
I didn't even.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, because I didn't.
Just the tone you said "and" in.
Oh, you mean like that? Like and? And, motherfucker?
Yeah, I don't need that negativity in my life. I'm offended.
Well, I don't give a fuck. You
feel what I'm saying? Like,
you the wrong motherfucker to be offended when it comes to me, so I don't give a fuck. Like,
I mean, but
I'm not an offensive type of person. Like, when motherfuckers get offended, I kind of laugh about it, and I'm like, why is he acting like that? Like, not you in general, but just anybody. When they're like, I'm offended, I'm like, that's cute.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but me and you were different though. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we'll joke and clown each other, and you know, not think twice about it.
well, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
but I'm like,
you know, somebody else hears us talking like that, and you know, they're gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe that guy said that to him. You know, like,
right.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
But
like, it's going to be offensive to somebody else.
Well, that's that cancel culture. Like you said, that's that whole everything.
Like me and you feng shui, this conversating and shit, but you know what I mean? Like, people will be like, oh my God, I can't believe that they said that. And I'm offended.
Right.
I need my safe place. But you know what I mean? Like,
that's everything and all.
What are you talking about?
It's cancerous. It's everything in all cultures, all colors, all races, everything now. Somebody's offended about something.
Like I don't get it.
I'm offended that I'm pretty tall and you're taller than me.
What did you say?
You heard what the fuck? Did you just and me like and?
I heard what you said. Like what is you saying?
You didn't hear what the fuck
I am offended.
That's what. How you can't be offended when I was offended. That's double offensive. Now you just play victim role on me being offended. That's fucked up, bro. Remember, like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Graveyard Shift every Friday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like, share, subscribe. And share this motherfucker to every social site. Like I said, we talk about all and any subjects. So if you guys got an idea or a subject you want to hear on a later show, go ahead, shoot us one in the inbox or throw it in the comments.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know, bro. Because back in the day when somebody was offended, the motherfucker was like, and do something then. And then the motherfucker,
right.
Like, you didn't get offended back in the day unless you was going to do something. That was like,
and you had to be able to back your shit up. You know what I mean?
Like when you got offended, that made the other motherfucker offended, and y'all had to handle that. Oh, you offended? Okay, well, come here. And then y'all handled it however y'all handled it.
Right.
No, you can't do that no more. That's a hate crime.
You can't do that now.
Yeah. Yep. It could be gang related. It could be race related. Like, them's hate crimes now. It could be, you know, whatever they call it, gender, whatever the fuck. But yeah, you get my drift. Yeah, no, it's different now.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Back then, you could have shot somebody. And you could have been sitting at the red light at an intersection, a four-way, cars at every fucking light, and you could have shot somebody in their fucking face and rolled through the intersection. Nobody would have called the cops. Everybody would have minded their own business. No, it's not like that no more. These motherfuckers taking videos. Like, ooh, I'm about to post this. He blew that motherfucker head off. They even taught people to snitch on themselves.
So what's more wrong? What's more wrong in that scenario? The people that pull out their phones or the people that don't say nothing?
The people that pull out their phones, because morally they're fucked up, in my opinion.
All right, I feel you on that.
Because they're doing that.
I feel you on that slightly.
They're doing it for more of like a popularity gain, a character gain. They're doing it for the internet. The motherfuckers mind.
So they clout chasing.
Yeah, the motherfuckers that mind their business, either one, they felt it was justified, or two, they didn't want to be involved. More for a protection of them and their family. I'm not saying either is, you know, correct, but you know, we know.
I mean, either scenario is right. Wrong.
But we know the life we live and the games we play, so.
Like that, it's crazy though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why everything's so offensive anymore. I kind of giggle and laugh about it, and I guess that's offensive to people too. But I can't help it. I'm just naturally think, you know, like some people take some parts of life way too serious. I don't know. We were just brought up in a different generation. That's all.
And you know, and do you realize we're the offensive people? We're the offensive people.
us having this
Our
conversation
generation
is
spawned the Karen.
yeah, us having this conversation is probably offending all kinds of people.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Because
I wouldn't doubt it.
people are offended that we find offensive people offensive. If that makes sense to you.
It makes sense, man. Like it's just
It's fucked
it
up.
makes my head hurt though. You
It
know what
does.
I mean? Like,
and now this you
like
can't call
how
it.
do we get
What about this brother, sister, son, daughter shit? So you got to call it your sibling or your sibling's sibling. Hi, sibling. What? Or
yeah, that makes or the babies.
yeah,
The babies. You can't call your baby. You can't call your baby he, she. You know,
and your kids got to call you parents.
And you got to let them decide.
It's not mom and dad. It's parents or some shit like that.
Like, come on, man. Like, now we're just playing the pronoun game.
I will make my 3-year-old baby smack the shit out you. Yeah, that's.
Like, I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like,
it's just all confusion, is all it is, just to fuck with people. Just like I think they quit learning or teaching. I think they quit teaching cursive so people can't read the fucking, the Constitution, and so people don't know their rights. These newer generations. Like, I don't know. I got a lot of theories. Like, they canceled a lot of shit for no reason.
That's actually a brilliant theory.
I mean,
that's actually a brilliant theory.
Think about it. Think about the last 2-3 generations. Most of them can't even read cursive or write cursive, let alone read it.
And that's crazy to me. You know what
I mean?
They drilled that into our heads.
And every important document is still cursive.
How you sign for something?
You gotta sign in cursive. I know.
How you sign something?
They put in squiggly lines. I've seen it. They're like, they put the first letter in. They're like,
really?
Yeah, shapes and shit. For real.
Oh man, that's crazy.
You got a designer signature.
That's crazy.
It is what it is.
You can't even sign for nothing no more. Like that don't make no sense.
All right, and
a lot of fast food places deliver.
Now we're getting on.
And you pay with your card and you got to sign.
Now we're getting on conspiracy theories and shit.
Well, I mean, that's what we do.
I feel it.
I ain't mad at you.
No, I ain't mad at you either.
But I mean,
everything's offensive.
Like
I'm smoking this blunt right now, and somebody's probably like, weed is the devil. That's the devil's lettuce. You're gonna go to hell. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking or none of them motherfuckers.
Your grandma popped in your head, didn't she?
I had to blurt out them words because they might have been offensive. But yeah, everything's offensive.
Yeah, that was a straight grandma saying right there.
It is what it is. And it's only gonna get worse, I think.
Stop saying that. You need a new catchphrase.
No.
Most definitely. I agree 100%.
It's gonna get way worse.
Well, it can only get worse before it gets better, man.
Yeah, but
and hopefully I'm alive and you're alive to see it.
Nah, it ain't gonna work that quick. If they keep fucking taking and erasing everything, then it's only gonna take a couple generations for all that to be forgot about, and then, like you said, history's gonna repeat itself. We'll be long gone before then. But hopefully our peoples and everybody else along the line, you know what I'm saying, figure it out. Since they got strong lead.
It's a cancel culture. Who controls these people? Who are these people that are making these decisions?
The popular entities.
Like, who are they?
The popular entities behind the scenes, the people with the money, the people that make the money, the people that run shit. This is common sense.
So the 1% is the cancel culture.
I mean, think about it in this way. They got all the little kids' cartoons, all that shit. Everything has to have a whatever character, you know, that fits an agenda now. They're teaching this shit to like 2-3-year-olds. whether it be race,
And I've
whether
noticed that.
whether it be race, whether
I've
it be
noticed that.
sex, whether it be whatever. Like, it's crazy if you really sit back
And I've noticed that. And look, man, I watch a lot of cartoons, right? You know, I'm a cartoon aficionado, and you know, I mean, that's weird to say, but I've noticed that in a lot of newer stuff that, you know, they're putting out for, you know, kids and stuff.
and TV
you know,
shows too, though.
They have to have, yeah, and TV shows too. You know, like, and there's a certain demographic represented in each of them shows.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
And
like you just said.
I don't know if it's a fluke thing or if it's more to push an agenda. I think it's to push an agenda, because movies and music, no matter what type of music it is, the popular people in movies and music have a big effect on how people dress, act, culture, things of that nature. And I think they're trying to desensitize every fucking thing, bro, and then divide everybody on top of it. They're just causing mass confusion, really.
So pretty much what you're saying is, you know, mass chaos.
Right, divide and conquer.
Mass chaos is going to be the norm.
Go read Divide and Conquer. It explained the whole theory. That book will make you think you can move fucking part the goddamn Red Sea like Moses. They have you thinking fucked up. Like, man, you be looking at everything crooked. Like, what the fuck?
Everything is crooked.
It is.
Straight up.
Everything spins.
Everything.
Too. Everything is spinning, spinning, spinning.
You know, I don't understand how the, you know, past 20 years has spawned such nonsense.
It's
and
the
cause, you know, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's nonsense.
It's the fucking cause division. That's all it is. So we stay controlled and they stay in power. It's common sense. It's easy.
I want out the Matrix.
Well, I don't think it quite.
I want out the Matrix.
I don't think it works like that. Like, you got to get to like level 50 and really like fuck up their mainframe to where they're like, whoa, bro, you got to go now.
All right, so we in an RPG, and you know we gotta rank up, right?
Right, and you get no extra lives. And I've been working on the cheat code. Man. When I figure out the cheat code, I will let you know. But I know I got part of the.
Let me out the Matrix. I don't dig it here.
I don't think nobody digs it here.
I don't dig it here.
This is Matrix. Nigga, hook up with this shit. I knew there was something there, bro.
You stupid.
I can't get to it, bro. I tried.
You know, I feel what you're saying though. Like it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I don't see why I cancel everything. I don't see why I make everything so offensive. I don't see why make everything demasculine. I don't know. Like, it's fucking weird to me. I don't see why to put people against each other. I don't see.
You know, why. I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that, but that's what it is. You know, we're demasculinizing. You know.
Well, that's so we don't rebel and they can control us. That's what I said.
I mean, like, you know, I mean, like, I didn't want to say that. I didn't. You know, but you brought it up, and you know, and I don't want to get into that because that is going to offend somebody. You know what I mean? But it's true. It's the truth.
I mean, I got a lot of shit to work on because on top of having to demasculate myself or whatever they call it, and on top of having to be politically correct when I speak, and on top of, you know, realizing my so-called privilege, now, as I said, fuck Coca-Cola, I have to learn how to be less white too, so... Like, I got a lot of things going on, bro.
Man, See, I didn't want to touch that. I did not.
Do you
wanna
see
touch
how
that.
dumb that sounds though
Like
in
I
a
did.
nutshell, bro?
Like that does.
But then see,
I
then
do.
I could do like the media and label you like you got to worry about, you know, not going to jail for selling drugs, and you got to worry about the police not killing you in the streets, and then you got to worry about, you know, other races not lynching you, and then you got to worry about, you know, things of that nature. You see how easy it is to persuade people with a couple words and a headline? And there's actually
Oh,
people,
I get it.
and
I
there's
get it.
actually people out there that are like, yeah, yeah, get them, and things like that. And I just, but when I see this shit, I almost see it all as like nothing, like entertainment. I look at it and I'm like, do you see this shit? Are people really this stupid? But it is.
They are.
It is what it is.
They are. You know, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I mean, I feel what you're saying on that though. You know what I mean? And those are things I do worry about. You know, and I worry
Right.
about my kids, you know, having to go through that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I worry about that shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit's crazy to me.
I think a lot of it's labeling, and a lot of it is the way things are worded. Like it's not for a come together, it's not for a unity, it's more for a headline and a like and a view and a profitable and a divide type of narrative. If that makes
Right.
sense to you. I think labels are the fucking devil.
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
Like I think labels are the
That's how the media controls everything.
now you're learning. Divide.
That's exactly how the media controls everything.
Divide and conquer once again. Like if you really think about it, almost everything we grew up listening to, music wise or like it, movie wise or comedy. Just think about some of the comedians back in the days: Andrew Dice Clay, Richard Pryor. Oh my God! If these kids hear them now, they're gonna ban all that shit.
Yeah. They're gonna have a conniption fit.
Yes.